There we go. There we go, baby. We're on the board.
Are we at a 5-star restaurant? My lord.
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another episode. We are here at Santa Ana River Lakes, and it is a madhouse. I got here super late. They told me it was overcrowded. I drove around both lakes, finally found a spot. Look at the amount of people. It's just insane.
Okay, the people look like ants, but if I zoomed in, it would look really crowded.
This is the only spot I could find, and it's pretty big. I've fished this place probably 3 times, never caught a fish. Today is the day though. New techniques, we're getting after it. We can put out 2 poles. I already got one rigged up down there. I'm about to set the second one up. All right, here's my braided line. I'm gonna put a 3-ounce egg sinker on there. Then I'm gonna put a bead. Then we're gonna tie on a little swivel. Then we'll tie on our main line, which is a 6-pound fluoro. Then we'll do about 2 to 3 feet here. Then we're gonna tie on a size 14 treble hook. Then we're gonna smash one of these mice tails on here. Just like that. Now we got our sinker that's gonna keep us on the bottom. We got this bead here so it's not slamming on the knot. Then we got about 3 feet here of line before this guy. And this is gonna sit on the bottom and this is gonna be floating above it. Check this out right here. Here's an old catfish. He was pretty big. Almost 2 feet. Look at that guy. That's pretty trippy. There might be some monsters in here. We're not going for catfish today, but we get bored, I might throw some catfish bait out there. Well, we're all set up. We got our 2 poles, we got the ice chest next to us in case it's beer 30, and I think it's about time to enjoy my croissant sandwich. Croissant! Look at that right there. Oh yeah, that's gonna do. Croissant sandwich, iced coffee from the local donut store while you're fishing. Doesn't get much better. And now we play the waiting game. I decided it was time to check my bait, and on its way in I noticed something a little funky. Wait, let me double check that. Yep, just as I suspected, the mice tail was sinking. If that mice tail is sitting on the bottom, a trout is never gonna take it. I need to switch this out with a lighter hook. But first, it's gonna need to be beer 30. Oh. All right, let's see what we got in this magic box of ours. Nice, we got some size 8 mosquito hooks. Let's tie one of these bad boys on, throw on another mice tail, and test her out. She floats, baby! There we go. I was waiting around drinking my beer and watching this guy cast. I started thinking, maybe it's time for me to throw a lure on. Alright guys, I'm getting bored of bait fishing, so we're gonna put this Castmaster on. I think this is an 1/8 ounce, and we're gonna throw some power bait on the treble hook just to give it a little flavor. Little power bait ball here. Cover the hook up. Just like that, make it a little tasty, a little treat for them. We're gonna let this sink for a second, and then we're gonna do a slow retrieve. We'll stop, jig it 4 or 5 times, Imagine it under the water, catching all kinds of sunlight, bouncing around. Then we'll do another slow retrieve. And we're going to keep doing that until we feel a bite.
There we go. There we go, baby.
Always remember to set your drag before you start fishing. I totally forgot to set my drag beforehand. Now I'm messing with it on the fly.
Fish on. Try and get the net.
I want my drag to be pretty loose so I don't take the chance of breaking this fish off.
Sure. Thank you. I'm gonna wait for him to get tired a little bit. My first fish I've ever caught here finally.
Oh my god. For how long?
This is my 4th time.
The guy that was fishing next to me, who I didn't even talk to the whole time before this, asked me if I needed help netting. That's what's cool about fishermen, man. We're a community.
Let's get him in. He's a little more tired now. Yeah. Awesome, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Look at that, baby. First trout at Santa Ana River Lakes.
Look at that, guys. First trout at Santa Ana River Lakes. We're on the board. Awesome.
Check it out, guys. That only took me a few hours to get right there. Hell yeah. Homie over here helped me out. Much appreciated. Woo! We're just gonna put this guy right out of his misery, put him in the ice chest. Then we'll cut his gills here and bleed him out. Well, that blood's coming out now. Try and get this guy killed as quick as possible so he's not suffering and the meat tastes better. We're just gonna throw this guy in a bag and he's going in the ice chest. Keep him nice and cold.
I kept casting around after that, but couldn't seem to hook up with another fish. Next time I come here, I'm gonna start with a lure first thing in the morning. Well, guys, the sun is gonna be setting pretty soon. They're gonna be kicking us out any minute. So why don't you guys follow me back to the pad and we are gonna do a sick catch and cook with that trout. It's gonna be delicious. All right, we are back at the house and we're ready to cook this delicious trout. I already gutted it and took the head off. The cool thing with trout is you can take your knife, you go right in the anus here, you split it open, then you cut halfway through the head, just past the spine there, and you can actually take the head, rip it off, all the guts come out. You just throw that in the trash, boom, you got a perfectly clean and gutted fish. So this is a nice clean fish here. You can tell it's not super red. That's how you know it's farm raised. And the fish had a big cut in it. I don't know if somebody snagged it here, but the cut actually goes all the way through. It's got a hole through it and it touched the other side. So whoever snagged this or whatever happened to it, it was still swimming around. It was still going after lures, but it was impaled with something. So first, we're gonna add our ingredients and we're gonna pan-sear this trout. I like it when the skin is super crispy. Then we're gonna put it in the oven and cook the insides. Ooh, it's gonna be dank. Two nice sized chunks of fish there. It's gonna be a lot easier to work with. So we already melted down some butter here. And what's easy about this is we're gonna put all the ingredients right in the butter and slap it on there. We're gonna start with some lemon juice, and 1 cap of this should be enough. We got a little ginger paste, just a little spritz of that. Should be good. A little chopped garlic. If you ever wanna puke, take a whiff of this stuff. And I love garlic, but ooh, it makes me want to throw up. It's so gross. And I love garlic, but just the smell of the bottle for some reason. Ooh, that is rough. That should be, we'll go a little bit more. We'll go a little bit more. I like garlic. That should be perfect amount right there. And a little cheat code, we're just gonna do some juice here. Get it nice and juicy, a little garlic juice. We'll do a couple of those.
A little extra juice. That should be good. Beautiful. Get that all mixed up. Now we got a pinch of parsley. A little bit more. Double pinch. A little onion powder. A little pepper. I'm a pepper guy. I like a lot of pepper. Dan knows spicy. Yum yum. Get you some. It's a lot of that. A little bit of sea salt. Gonna open the other side. That was a lot. I always do that. We're gonna mix that up again. Oh, look at that, baby. It's like I'm making guacamole. And I know this is crazy, but we're gonna add just a skosh of Parmesan cheese. That looks about right to me. We don't want to get too much in there. And because all those seasonings were super salty and acidic, we're gonna add a little bit of mirin. It's gonna combine the flavors and make everybody friends. Beautiful. Now we're gonna take our concoction and get it all over this fish. Taking a little there, going a little bit inside. Get it all in there, get it all on the outside. Just kind of massage this stuff in, get it to stick. We got our cast iron skillet nice and hot, medium heat. We're gonna throw in some olive oil. Not too much, just enough. You can see how it's starting to turn opaque white down there. That means that skin's cooking. We don't really want to cook the inside, so we're gonna flip them. Let's flip this guy over. Oh, look at that skin, baby! Now flip this guy. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! All right, we just flipped this. Now we're gonna throw it in the oven. The bottom of the pan is still hot, so it's gonna continue cooking that bottom side a little bit, and then the heat's gonna come from everywhere and cook this up real nice. This good stuff right here, get it inside the fish. We got the oven on 300. It's time to put this bad boy in. It's already smelling delicious. The Parmesan cheese, I know it sounds crazy, but that's what's giving it that crisp, and the smell right now, my Lord, it smells like popcorn in here. This has been in here for like 5 minutes, and I think it's almost there. No, it's there. Ooh, look at that. Oh my Lord. My favorite part about trout is the crispy skin. I'm so excited about this. Ooh. Let's take a gander at that other side. Oh, just beautiful. Look at that. I mean, what are we? Are we at a 5-star restaurant? My Lord. I'm just gonna take a bite right there. So a little lemon on that spot. We're taking a bite, baby. Woo-hoo. What I like about this, I leave the bones in because you can cut into it. You can just pull the bones out. You can pull the meat right off the bones, so you don't have to worry about getting bones. Let's give this a go right here. Oh. Oh yeah. That is good stuff right there. A little bit of skim. Oh. A little more lemon on there. Whoa.
You gotta use your words, babe. Come on. Just, it's not working. Let the people know what's going on. What do you taste?
Fresh, fatty, lemony, not too cooked, still soft and delicious. You can really taste the fat in this fish. A little bit of bones in there.
You can taste the Parmesan, but it's more of like a Parmesan aroma. You can almost get the smells when you bite into it. Get a little more skim. Wow. Wow. The hits of lemon, they just change the flavor. Oh my Lanta. Well, guys, I'm about to put this fish away. I can't wait. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.